What's up everyone? So today I'm going to show you how to test your smoke alarms before even installing them. As you can see, I got two brand new smoke detectors here. This one's smoke detection and carbon monoxide, and this one's just a smoke detector. So we're going to go over their features, their price point, and whether or not you should purchase this brand or any other brand. So let's get into this quick video and see what it's all about. So this smoke detector here in particular has a base that gets mounted, so you could unscrew this base. So untwisting this base counterclockwise right here, all it does is release this. This gets mounted to your ceiling, and when you reinstall it, this little button here gets depressed to activate it. Okay, so I'm going to put that all back together and then we'll test it. So here we go with the quick test. I'm going to muffle this because this is where the audio comes out. This is where it picks up the smoke. As you can see, it does pick up the test, and it works fine. Okay, so far it works fine. Now I'll show you how to test it with the smoke and show you why this one's not working. Okay, this one, same thing on the back side here. You could turn it off and on. So you could deactivate the entire thing by twisting that. And then here's your off and on switch. So as you can see, it says Accents 10-year sealed battery lithium. So this one's a sealed one. They make ones that plug into your wall. That might be a better option if you have an outlet, just because, you know, you got to mount this somewhere. And if you don't want to mount anything, then plugging it into your outlet might be the better way to go, because at least you can move it from one room to another if for whatever reason you need to reutilize it. So one thing to note and to inform you on is once you activate this, this will not slide back. There's probably like a little catch in there or a little finger that clicks into place, so you cannot return it and turn it back off. So once these are activated, they're always going to stay on. So on the back side here, all I did was turn it to on. It ran its course. You mount the base plate up to your ceiling. It comes with anchors. It comes with screws to mount to those anchors or to the studs. And then you just slide and twist this in, okay? So it has a testing feature here. So you push that and it runs through all the testing, and it'll tell you if it's good or not. After so many years, you should replace these because they'll fault out and tell you to replace them, okay? I think it's after 5 years. But let's test these two and see if they even work. So just to show you that this method works, let's smother this candle real quick. So you light your candle, let it smother, pull it up, and you get a whole bunch of smoke. And these things should go off. So as you can see, I'm holding it all the way around, trying to get it to go off. Okay, so just so you know, there's no smoky mirrors. I lit 3 again this time. Closed it. We're gonna hit this test so you can see that I'm not lying. Okay. Everything's good. This is all one continuous shot. Lots of smoke coming out. I even put it in there. And nothing, okay? Nothing signaling. So just to retry this one again, so you know there's no smoky mirrors. This is the speaker, this is the speaker, but as you can see, I ran it all the way around the grill. So as you can see, it displays it just fine. You know, everything's on. Kill that. Lots of smoke. Put this all the way up in there. And nothing. Garbage. It's super smoky. I could smell it, and this isn't even going off. It might go off in a little bit, but that's way too long. Okay, so after running this one and this one went off, this one just went off on its own, just sitting here. Okay, and you know, from the time I was fiddling with this, setting it down and redoing it, setting it back down, this went off. I held this to cover it, and then this one went off. That whole time period that it took for this one to go off, that was way too long. This one should have went off as soon as it was in the smoke, not just sitting here chilling. So let me show you an old one that I have and show you how fast that one goes off. I'll leave these in frame just so you see they're there and they still are on. Okay, so this one here is by First Alert. It's a super old one, and I think I'll just stick to this brand with the replaceable and buy the one with the replaceable batteries, just because the lithium stuff that you can't replace is real dangerous in general, just having lithium batteries. But I'm going to show you that this works, and it's old. As you can see, it's turning yellow, so super old. Okay, same method. Close the candle, let it smoke out. Open this up. And as you can see, I'm going to cover this up just so you don't hear it. But as you can see, that triggered right away pretty fast. It didn't need no time to really pick that up. And these, as you can see, I was turning them on their sides and allowing it to flow through the vents. Same thing with this one. I actually put this one deeper inside just so it could flow up through there. Those took a while. This one, yeah, because it doesn't have a cover, that might be part of the reason why it went off fast. But as you can see, by me just putting it over like this at this height, it activated it. So from this height, I wasn't even submerging the whole thing or trying to twist it and do all that stuff to it. So I think that was a pretty fair comparison like that. Another test I'll do is just by hanging it over the fire and see if it goes off by itself. As you can see, it activated with just the fire by itself as well. No need to smother it, and it still went off. Okay, so that went off. Now let's try these. So I'm really putting it in there. It's really hot, so. These didn't say that they activate by fire either, so I'm not saying that they should. I'm just saying this old style activate it with smoke or fire, and that's what I would trust the most. Same thing here, I just don't want to melt it. Just to show you it's still on. Nothing. So none of these went off. The only one that worked was the old trusted one. Yeah, that sucks. Like, these should have all picked up something, you know, especially with the smoke. That's why this First Alert is the brand I'll stick with. One last go. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. And then this one, I'll just leave it above. Boom. So now these two went off just right now. After all that smoke and me testing this one went off right away. And then these ones followed, I'd say about 10 to 30 seconds later. I'm just holding my hand over them because they're loud. So after doing all these tests with these, with the candle, I mean, it's up to you to choose which one you're gonna, you know, risk your life on. I like this one just because it went off right away. These took a while, and those few seconds might not seem like a lot, but you know, that could save your life in an instance where there is a fire. You got to wake up your family, try to put it out or get out. So I'll definitely just stick with these. And for the verdict on these, I would not recommend them, just because, you know, it's not worth the savings on this. This one here was $11. This one here was like $40. These are like $30, but it's not worth the cost savings, you know, to get this one here when, you know, this is supposed to save your life. Okay. Also, the built-in internal battery, I don't like that, just because this allows me to have a fresh battery whenever I feel like it needs to be replaced or these lights go off. This one, you got to remember to replace the whole thing. And if you don't have a unit to replace it with, then you're without a smoke alarm for a while until you buy a new one. This one, you just replace the batteries, okay? 9 volt. That's going to complete today's video. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. If you want to see content like this and other content I'll be posting in the near future, consider subscribing. Until next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay safe.